and I'm hopefully not super croaky. I am super croaky, but hopefully it's not coming through the video too much. And I am doing some April craft updates, that kind of thing, and talking about my Stitch May-nia plans. So, some of you will know I've just come off like a week of being ridiculously sick. I got like a flu or a virus or something, and it hit me like a motherfucking truck. So I'm still sort of coming back from that. I'm still a little bit croaky and that kind of thing. You can probably hear that. I can hear it. Anyway, that's a thing. Unfortunately, it did also cut into my stitching time, which kind of sucked. I also have like a pimple coming up, and it's very noticeable. So, yay, life. So stitchy stuff. Didn't work on all of the projects that I wanted to work on this month. But then again, I did have, like I said, like a week where I couldn't do anything because I was that sick. Did do quite a lot of crafting though. So as I'm just getting things organized. So first up, I did some coloring. Just because that was the top of the pile. I should have probably turned to the page first. So this is the... You can't see the fucking title. So, Johanna Basford's Magical Jungle. I went and got it spiral bound because they're just better with these books. That's the page I did. I used my Jazz Art colour pencils and then some pastels for the background. So, I'm quite happy with it. I did that one. I'm working on one of the ones from my World of Warcraft colouring book. I'm doing the gnome first because I'm going to test... I'm going to sort of use it as a test page because it's a gnome and gnomes are like my least favourite, so I don't really care if I fuck it up. I think I might have done some in this one too. Did I actually colour? I am like super behind colouring my diary. I haven't done any in a really long time. Yeah, no, I haven't done anything in this one for a while, so I've got to really catch up on colouring my diary. Also, I put together some miniatures, and they are based and ready to be painted, so I'm just going to dump these out and hopefully not break any, but hopefully not lose any, because they are small, hence, you know, miniatures. Why are there... For some reason there were blue tack wrappers in there too. I don't know. Right, so I have... I don't know how well these are going to show up. These guys, which are Beldar Guardians. I've got 5 of them to paint. I have these guys who are wearing like gas masks and they got like really cool weapons and stuff. There's 5 of them and they're all sort of different looking. They all have different weapons and stuff, but they're chaos cultists. And they're very like Slipknot-esque, I will say. And I am planning to do them in like some like punk sort of paint scheme, which is gonna be cool. That's another chaos. Stuck to my glove. Another chaos cultist. This guy's got a gun. They're not coming up very clear, I'll say that. My camera is not great for them. And then I've got these skeleton warriors, and I've got, I think there's 5 of those too. Yeah. So I've got a bunch of those to start painting. There's another Eldar. The Eldar are the same. The skeletons have minor differences. The chaos cultists are all different. So this guy's got like a Barbie basically and a gun. And those 2 are the other ones. So that's another skeleton. skeleton. I'm just keeping them in this box until I start painting them so they're all in the one place. There's another chaos cultist. He's got a gun as well. They're not showing up too badly, but they don't autofocus a little thing. Like, my camera doesn't do, like, an autofocus thing. Another cultist. And another Eldar. The other two models I have are from Kingdom Death. They are amazing models. So this one is Allison the Twilight Knight, but this is one of the plastic ones, because they usually use resin for their models, but they did like an experimental run called the Experiment of Death. So that's that one. She's plastic, so that's why she looks a little different to what she is currently. What you can't really see is that she has boobs. Like, these models are very booby. I'm okay with that. And then I've also got dropped it. Also got the Survivor, and she is one of the resin models. I've got to fix up the bottom of the spear. I'm just gonna cut a little bit off, but that's fine. So, yeah. She's got a little, like, a ram's skull on top of her head, which is really awesome. But yes, I have those to paint this month, to at least start painting anyway. Which is the plan. Stitchy wise, I have a finish, which is my Bothy Threads Fox Girl that still hasn't been ironed because I hate my fucking iron. My iron is a piece of shit, admittedly. It's really old, it's really temperamental. Like, if you put it down too low, it just doesn't do anything. And if you put it up too high, you risk fucking things up. So on the wall back here, that way, you can see the Spider-Man and the Sailor Moon. Those are done with perlers. That's also a thing that I did this month. They melted down too much, like a lot more than I wanted to, even on, like, I put it on a low setting and it didn't do anything. I put it on a higher setting and it just melted them, like, super quick. So, my iron is a piece of shit. So, I really don't like ironing my cross-stitch stuff with that iron. I am planning to get a new one soon, hopefully. But yes, she's finished. And I have been working on my Emmy by Nora Corbett. So when I picked this up, it was only the black. I hadn't done anything else yet. I have also worked on... That's just scrap fabric, isn't it? Yes. This is the project I'm doing for Andrew. This is being done in Fiberlicious hand-dyed flosses. And when it's done, it'll say, "Thou shalt not make repetitive generic art." What else is in that? Oh, that's just patterns. Yeah, okay. So those are the two I've been working on most recently. And I will get my box of whips out, because that is also part and parcel of my Stitch May-nia plans, which I will get to in a moment. My box of whips is not full. It's just a very big box. And I've got some projects that are, like, half kitted up, like, because I think I have all of the Bewitching Pixies now. I think there might be one or two that I'm missing. I'll have to go through and check. But they are all kitted up with their beads, the patterns, and fabric, because I'm doing them all with Color Cascade fabrics, and they're all on different blue fabrics. I can't remember which one was going to get that one, but that's a sparkle one. So they all have a fabric with them, because Tammy is amazing and put all the fabrics with them. So, yeah. And then I've also got my Joan Elliot Dragonfly Fairy with the fabric that I'm going to use for it in there too. Yeah. So, the other one that I worked on this month is my Heaven and Earth design, which is my mini Ravenkin. I was doing it for the Heaven and Earth challenge. I didn't get it finished in time. It's fine. I got a lot done. Yeah. So, you can see where I sort of skipped up and started the page for the challenge. But yeah, she has a face, which is really cool. So that is that one. I just wanted to take a break from stitching that project for a little while. So I picked up Emmy and the hand-dyed one. Now, my Stitch May-nia plans are as follows. See how it's blank? Because I don't follow strict plans very well. Also because I can never tell what life is going to throw at me. So I made this. So it just says whip and new start. If I'm working on a whip that day, I'm just going to cross out new start, circle, whip, whatever. If I start something new, I will make that. I'll mark down what project I'm working on. My plans for Stitch May-nia is to stitch every day, even if it's only for like 15-20 minutes here and there. Just because I don't know what is going to happen this month. I don't know, I could get a job. I could get more placement for my course, and in fact, I start my placement back this week. So yeah, what I am going to do is go through my whips now. Oh, my throat's killing me. So we've seen my Haid. What's this one? This one is my Tilton Crafts one. That is all that I have done on it. I have not touched this in such a long time. I really should though. And that was like my attempt at like teaching myself to park. It's not great, I know, but I'm not planning to do proper parking. This one will eventually be a dragonfly. This is my Tom Hiddleston. I've done like this tiny bit. This is my Joan Elliot mystery sampler. So like the cross stitching is finished in this panel. I've just got to do the back stitching and the beading and stuff. Which I haven't decided, obviously, if I'm doing it as I go or all at the end. And then I've started this one here. I really should finish that. Especially considering it's from like 2014 to 15, and I actually backstitched that in there. It's like 2017, I haven't even got halfway yet. My Labyrinth sampler. So, yeah. And that's what I've got in that box. I've also got my small Arthur's project, which is just really confetti heavy. And that's just stuff for new starts that I was going to make on the go that I haven't started yet. And that just sits on top of here because Elliot likes to climb his way into my whip box because he's a cat and that's what they do. But I don't want him to do that. So then I've got Emmy and the hand-dyed one. And then I've just got a few small ones that I keep in my whip folders. This is where I keep all my patterns and stuff. So I've got a specialty stitch one that I'll probably try and finish. I haven't started those. Those are little kits. What's actually funny is a lot of the stuff I have in this folder is actually plans from last year's Maynia that I just never got to. So I might even get to those this year. And then I've also got the other folder, and that has a few other projects in there. So I've got my you can't see the stitching. That's the Satsuma Street, Pretty Little Sydney. That's on a Colour Cascades fabric. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I've got a Dimensions kit, which is some dragonflies. It's a skeleton cat, and that is all I've done on it. There's a witch, like a chibi witch, and that's all I've done on it. And that's it. So I don't have as many whips as some people, which is cool. Like, I don't mind. I do have a few things bookmarked to start if I make new starts this month. So, one of them is a project for Illidan. I had Fiberlicious make me a custom color thread, which is the same colors as Illidan, like as close as I could get. And I'm gonna stitch that on black fabric because I am a masochist. Wait, yeah, masochist. That's. I'm still in flu brain. Yeah, because I'm a masochist. I also want to start the Linen and Threads mystery sampler. I have fabric for that too. Which is I got this from Linen and Threads instead of Colour Cascades, but it's a bluey grey, and it's got like light and dark throughout it. And the floss that I'm going to be using is DMC 310 with this hand-dyed green floss from Colour Cascades. Actually, wait, look. Yeah. That's cool. So, that is the start that I want to make. I've still got some... What else do I have up here? I don't know, like, it just depends on how the month goes and what I start. I have a bunch of, like, subversive ones that are, like, reasonably quick that I might start. I've got some Pokemon ones that I want to start, because I've stitched Pokemon before, but I've never stitched Pokemon for myself, so I'm thinking about stitching a few Pokemon for myself and making myself, like, a Poke team, and putting them on plastic canvas and putting them up on my wall, just because I have all of this space on this wall here, which would be cool. And what else do I have that I was thinking about starting? There's the Linen and Threads. There's the Illidan one. There's the subversive ones. There's the Pokemon. I haven't printed the Pokemon out yet. Yeah, just like a bunch of... I've got some subversive ones, and yeah, just lots of random stuff, basically. Whatever I start, I start. But my goal is to stitch every day for May. That's my Stitch May-nia plan. Wild, I know, I'm making so many starts, I have so many plans. But I do not follow plans very well, so that is why there are no plans. But that is it from me. I'm going to go and do some stitching and crafting and whatever else, probably play WoW. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.